All right, everybody, what I wanted to do today is I wanted to show you a way to do a reading which can give you some yes-no answers, because people, we can't stop wanting to ask the tarot yes-no questions sometimes, I know. Now, ideally, I like to use a pendulum board and a pendulum. I got this from Amityville Apothecary, I believe, in Amityville, New York. I don't remember where I got the pendulum from, but sometimes you don't have that with you. Oops, sorry. Sometimes you don't have that with you, or you want a little bit more information, and this is a way to do it. I don't find this 100% accurate, but I do find it reasonably accurate. It's been wrong before, but never like, it's been more right than it's been wrong. So what you're going to do is you're going to basically deal out 3 piles of 13 unless there's an ace. And then you're going to read the 3 piles. And we'll sort of talk about it as we do a practice question. So I'm going to think about a practice question. I don't even know what it's going to... I've got to think of a practice question. I should have thought about this before. Okay, will my house be flooded by tropical storm or whatever it is now, Debbie, that is working its way up the coast? So let's see what happens. So I'm going to give it a good shuffle. I'm going to do my usual shuffle thing. I riffle shuffled this deck for many years, which is why it's shaped the way it is. And I'm trying to, unshuffle it like that. So I'm going to shuffle it in, and then I always knock the question into the deck. And now we're going to count to 13. But if we have an ace, we start a new pile. Let me show you. 1, 2, so I got an ace. So I start a new pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No ace, but I start a new pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I have 1 ace, and then I have the 10 of rods, and then the page of rods. So here's how it goes. So again, you count 2 piles of 13, but if you come across an ace, you're done, you start a new pile. So there are 4 things that can happen. You can get 3 aces, you can get 2 aces, you can get 1 ace, or you can get no aces. No aces is absolutely not, it's not going to happen. 1 ace is most likely not. 2 aces is probably yes. And 3 aces is a definite yes. So in this case, I have 1 ace. It's a probably not. I think it's kind of interesting that is the Ace of Cups, which is about water. So it's saying that if there is anything, it's going to be some sort of flooding thing. But what I can do with this is I can also read the other 2 cards. Or if there's 2 aces, I can read them as well for sort of more information. So there's going to be a burden on, I would imagine, the infrastructure. 10 of rods is sort of, work to get done. So there might be a burden on the infrastructure. So maybe I don't want to be buying bread right now. I don't want to be rushing out to do anything. Maybe I just want to stay home and not put any more stress on this. And the page of rods is generally considered a messenger card. Whenever I see the page of rods in any kind of reading, because it is a messenger, I shuffle and then I draw 1 for what the message is. And the message here is, wow, we're full of rods here, which is full of business, right? Full of business, full of activity, full of industry. And she is reversed. So the message is, if I have plans, if I have ideas, they might be getting disrupted the next couple of days. There might be something. I'm not going to be flooding. My house isn't going to float away or anything, but I might have to make some changes to my plans due to the weather. Because we can see that it's sunny. I don't think it's going to be sunny. I don't think the sun's supposed to come out for like 3 or 4 days. So this is a good way. Now, you don't have to do this. Only when you draw the page of rods do you get a messenger card. So let's try another one and see what happens. Let me actually shuffle my deck in normally. And you'll see why this deck looks this way. I know. It's so bad for it. I had this is the deck I bought when I was 18 years old. My very first tarot deck. And this deck and I have been through so much. I can't even riffle it together. I've been through so much together. But I just want to make sure the cards are very well mixed so we don't, end up getting the same sequence. That was a terrible shuffle. It's like I'm getting observed. All right, so now I'm going to ask another yes-no question. I don't know. Oh God, I'm trying to think of a good yes/no question. Will Taylor Swift release another album by the end of 2025? Okay, so we're gonna give her a year and a half for Miss Swift to release another album for us. I know it's a silly question. I'm not really. I've gotten to the point in my life where I don't want to know bad news. Maybe that sounds silly of me, but here we go. All right, so I'm gonna knock it into the deck. We're gonna do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And don't mind me counting out loud. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we got an ace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, okay. So now look at what we got here. We got 2 aces, which is a probably yes. Probably yes, okay? Most likely yes. Now we can take a look at these cards here, and again, we can read them. And it doesn't matter if the aces are here or here or here. We have this, the 8 of Cups is sometimes seen as like a card of disillusion. Someone's been disillusioned. So maybe something is going to happen to Taylor Swift. She's already been disillusioned. I'm not even a Taylor Swift fan, honestly, but I know that she's been disillusioned by the music industry already. And so this is like walking away. So it's not a heartbreak. It's not the 3 of Swords. So I'm not saying like she's going to get dumped or something, but there's going to be a change in how she feels about things. And that's sort of echoed by the Ace of Cups reversed. It means that emotional energy is now sort of going the other way. And then the Ace of Swords, there might be some problems in the distribution, in the concerts. But it looks like, yes, by the end of 2025, we will have another Taylor Swift album. So anyway, that was just a silly question because I wanted to demonstrate to you another example of how to do this style of reading. I hope this helped. So feel free to give this 3 aces technique a shot and let me know in the comments if it works for you. Thanks a lot. Bye.